You know the most interesting thing in the playoffs? Drake. It is. Like him or not, we're talking about Drake. All of a sudden, we care about watching Toronto because Drake may give a massage mid-game, late game. Yeah. Like all of a sudden, Drake is important in this series. Yeah, Paul.
Would it be great if some older, very unhip security guard had no idea who he was and just cross-body blocked him into the stands? Just said, there's some guy grabbing the coach's neck. None of the security guards said, hey, man, let me grab this guy.
Well, he doesn't do that on the road.
No road game massages? I
don't think so. I think it's only a home game.
There's some old guy in Milwaukee who will put a forearm in his head.
No, I can't imagine he'd be doing that in Milwaukee. He might, but I can't imagine.
He might attack Nick Nurse because he's like, who's that guy that is hanging around Drake? Get that guy away from Drake. No one knows who Nick Nurse is.
Yes,
But, obviously the Raptors let him do those things.
Well, he's a team employee.
Right. They're comfortable with him. That can't be the first time that he ever, sort of rolled out or strolled out onto the court and was interacting with people. That's kind of his thing.
I don't know if the NBA does anything on this. I'm going to ask Dennis Scott, former NBA player. He's going to join us coming up. Does the NBA have a problem with this? Because if you don't have a problem with that, does that mean that any other... What if Jack Nicholson just gets up and he just stands right by Frank Vogel, puts his arm around him, and just starts helping him coach a little bit here? He may want to do that, but at what point? How big of a celebrity do you have to be that you're allowed to do that on the sidelines?
Spike Lee had a lot of freedom to move.
But he was not. He was on the other side of the court. But he was opposite the team.
He did engage the playing field. He went out there a few times.
I don't think he helped the Knicks.
No. But
I don't think that helped the Knicks at all.
But he was allowed to go on the court and jab with players when the average civilian would have been annihilated.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't go well with Reggie Miller. Yes, Fritzy.
Well, maybe the league just thinks it's that they should know better not to be touching the coach and players during the course of a game. Cheer all you want and everything, but what do you massage?
Yeah, but nobody said anything to Drake.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They're not going to do anything to him because they love that he goes to their games and promotes their sport. There's nobody who's a bigger conduit to a younger fan.
Is he good for the Raptors?
Absolutely. Yeah. He gives them an unbelievable hook with younger fans.
Is he good? Well, I don't know if fans love the Raptors because Drake does.
I didn't say they love the Raptors because of Drake, but they're aware of them more so because that's not a juicy franchise.
It's the Drake factor, just like the Jay-Z factor there. Yeah. Well. Does the NBA, if you don't root for the Raptors, is Drake a good thing for the Raptors? Do you like watching him there on the sidelines?
How about that as a poll to start this year?
Well, I don't know the wording on it, but I was thinking about that today. That Drake is, and I'm not a fan of Drake's. I don't listen to his music, but I do respect anybody who cranks out music like that and hits like that and is popular like that. He is a wannabe. He just so desperately wants to get in the game. He's, and you see that in all, like Jerry Jones so desperately wants to play quarterback. He does. But, I find Drake amusing because he can't play basketball. That's another thing, is he's yelling at guys who can't play. And Drake, if you ever want to come to town, I'll take a piece of you. If you want to, we'll shoot hoops. But Drake can't play. But then he's making fun of the Greek Freak when the Greek Freak misses a free throw.
Remember that time Big Daddy Kane gave Chuck Daly a foot rub in the 80s?
No, I don't remember that.
Remember that? Big Daddy Kane just started rubbing Chuck Daly's feet.
I don't remember that.
I saw it.
Yes, McLovin.
And the analogy's got to be Spike Lee. That's the other.
Yeah.
Knicks let him do that for a long time.
Yeah, he was a good agitator. But they didn't win anything. They didn't. Through all of that heartbreak and all that, Spike didn't help them. They didn't win anything. No players came to the Knicks because of Spike Lee, the Spike Lee factor.
But doesn't it kind of feel like if, Dave Grohl was doing that on the Lakers sidelines, you'd be like, oh, gosh, see, that's why I love Dave Grohl. He's the best, man. That's why he rules. Dave Grohl's awesome. I love the Foo Fighters. He's a fan like me, too.
No, I would hope that Dave Grohl would have the common sense to just watch the game from courtside, not be a part of the game. Yeah. No.
How about Jack Nicholson? He good or bad for the Lakers? Good, right?
Oh, he's been great. But Jack just sits there. He's not massaging. He's getting a massage.
He's gotten into it with officials before, hasn't he?
Yeah, I know.
Give him that shining look.
I know. But
for more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.